It's the warm today. This morning it was around just above 0. It's cold. Haven't got too much done on the bike so far, but a little bit. But I got this all back together. Got the house all parged. I just got to put the flashing in. Bricks are back in good enough for this winter. Haven't done the rear end in the truck yet. I wanted to get lots done today, but I feel like crap. I don't know when. I got a little bit of a bug or something. Anyways, hope it's nice tomorrow. I'm gonna get that rear end done on it tomorrow. I just chopped this off, and somebody's put some pipe inside or metal in there, maybe 2 pieces. This piece is that piece, but it looks like there's another pipe inside there as well too. So I'm just putting slices in here to see how far it goes, and I've just cut to there, and hopefully I can just pull that out. There we go. I think it's like 2 pieces of, oh, there's silicone in there holding that. Some rubber silicone. It's like 2 pieces of pipe. But this is what I want. I want a piece of this to put into that frame over there. Nice to use a piece of this like the way they did it and slide it in there. I'll figure that out. I'll try this easy out. Our old man. Some people call it an old man. See if that piece of pipe will come out. Oh, good, it's turning. Kind of pulling and turning. Come on, a little more. Wasn't in very far. This one, somehow I got to bang out that centerpiece. There we go. Now let me get this out. Let's turn it. Piece is bigger. There we go. Good, I'm back to square one. Might end up cutting these off anyways, depending on how I'm going to do this. But I got to get the front welded on, the front end on, the swing arm on, the wheels on, and I got to look at it. Okay, let me get this apart. I salvaged a piece of the pipe off of here, off of the back. That's where the guy had it welded up before. What a mess that was. But I just cut a little chunk off there, and then I measured the distance at the bottom, the widest part, and then the top part, and then I cut a little piece on an angle like that, and just kept planing it down until it fit in there. Yeah, it's pretty good like that. I think I'm gonna weld it. This piece doesn't seem to be too structural because it's thinner tubing than here. But it's got to be some support, so yeah, I think I can weld that one in there. I'm not going to wait for Peter. Although, I don't know, maybe I could bring... See, I don't want to take it off of the bench here because I got it all clamped down so tight, and I want to kind of keep it like this. I could tack it, I guess. I could tack it in there because I don't want to lose that gap. I don't want this thing spreading or shaking when I take it apart. So, I can't make these two pieces until we bend these straight. But that's pretty good like that. That'll come out nice. I mean, it's flush all the way around, so. Okay, we're getting a little closer. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Put a piece of metal in there. I think we should. He's got some metal over there. I think that's like 18 gauge, 16 gauge. I just put a couple tacks on there for now. I think I'll let Peter finish that. But my welder's working a lot better now that I got a new tank of argon in there. It was so empty, it was just barely coming out, and then it finally dried up. So I got a good tack on there for now. I got put that in like that, and figure this out. But I gotta wait till Peter heats this up. We bend that back, and then I'll cut these to fit right in there. And I'm thinking about putting these in here, but it's almost impossible to put that in right when you're putting this in. So the trick is to put a slot in here, and then weld a little tang onto this insert, so I can drop it down, put this in, and then slide it back up. So I may try to do something like that. Make it a little bit stronger. And it'll also align it a lot better too. But I'll have to stick a piece in here like about 2 inches long, down about 2 inches, put a slot in here, and then lift it up. So it goes right through the centerpiece and then right up into here, and then give it a good weld. Maybe drill a couple holes and weld them in too. Okay, it's getting closer, a little bit closer. So I got to cut out a piece of metal that's going to fit in there so I can weld that in. And I've been thinking and thinking, you know, I was going to get some cardboard and trace it and put it on there. You know, I've been leaving that for a week or so. And then I thought, let me try something. I haven't done it yet, but I think this is going to work. Let's put a piece of tape over this, like this. And then rub those surfaces where it's open. And then peel it off. And hopefully that's my template, because I got to put that onto this piece of metal here. This is 18 gauge. I think it's like 1 point. Where's my thing here? think 18 gauge is around 1.2 or 3. I don't have my glasses. Where's my glasses? You can Google it. It tells you what it is. It's, yeah, it looks like 1.5 or so on here. Pretty close to 1.5. And that's around, this is really light tubing in here. Lighter than the rest of the frame. Okay. It'd be nice if I could cut that off even. Kind of like making a gasket, just rub it over the surface. Kind of like that. I'll go around to the other side, peel that off, put it on top of this, trace it out. Didn't even have the camera on there, but anyway, shit, didn't have the camera on there. Anyway, just taking my sharp edge of the razor blade and running it across that steel surface. So when I'm done, I should have a stencil here, I'm hoping. Okay, there, got it all cut out there, just like I would do a gasket. And maybe I should have got a bigger piece of metal, but this will work. Close enough. Okay. Trace that out, cut it out, and then bend it into there. That's the plan. Got it down, ground down to about that size. It's probably going to need a little bit more grinding, but it's pretty close. I'm going to try it. Still kind of hot. First, see if I can bend it to this thing. Okay, I can tell right now I've got it a little bit too long on the ends. And it's probably going to be a little bit thinner, but it's getting pretty close. I'm going to work away at it. Got it ground down like that. I put it over the tube here and hammered it into shape. We're getting pretty damn close there. Pretty close there now. Actually, it goes that way or this way. I think like that. I can almost push it in there. Like that. A lot easier to weld. I'll put a tack or two on it. Got a tack or two here. And then I think I'm gonna make, out of these two pieces, I'll clean up. These were out of the tail section there. And I think I'll drop this down on the inside. Hopefully I can clean it up enough to get it to go down in there. Put a slot in here in the frame. Weld a little nail onto it so I can slide it up. Bend this over, slide it up, and put the little piece of pipe back in. So in the end it'll be like that. So it should be like that in the end. That's what I'd like to do. That'd be nice and strong. So that's the next thing. Clean these all up, put a slot in here, drop them in. And then Peter said he'll weld it up this week. We'll heat this up and weld it up in a couple days. So I know it's taking longer and longer for me to do this, but there's just so many things going on right now that just too busy. I've got too many projects on the go. It's getting colder and colder here every day, so I'm trying to get the all the outdoor stuff done out there. Like I had to get that parging all done. You can't do that in the frost and cold weather. And I'm trying to finish the styrofoam and drywall in the basement, dry that all in, because the glue won't stick to the styrofoam if the bricks are cold and damp. Even though I've sealed them all, it gets pretty. It's so damp here right now. Like my bones just ache. Like I'm in a lot of pain. Especially when I think I broke a bone in that foot from playing hockey a little bit. It's been 3 weeks now, and it's just starting to feel better there today. Okay, yeah, so that piece is done, that piece is done. I'm gonna work on the two inner pieces in here and make the slots, get that all ready for welding, and we'll finish up this video. Top a little on the other side. Whoa, too far in. Shit. nice to get that out. There we go. A little tack right there. It's pretty smooth right there. There we go. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, I should put a better tack there, but that's not going to move. Yeah, it's pretty smooth right across here. Probably have to grind it down a little bit when we're done. The other thing I'm trying to do is keep this aligned here too. We'll check it, Peter and I'll check it again before we weld it, with a straight bar through here. It's a 1/2 inch bar, and if the farther out we get it, the more accurate it's going to be. If we can get like a 3 or 4 foot piece, and then measure from the tip to here on either side, so that that's dead perpendicular to the frame. And we'll do that before we weld these two on, because this is where we can adjust it. Okay, the next is to slot this, and I think put these pipes in there. I think I'm going to do that. Probably don't need to, but would make it a little beefier.